Hello there. I have a backup channel. Actually, I have several. When Tommy Parkey was doing his thing and, cloning people's channels and changing small L's to capital I's, I went and made a whole bunch of channels to try to avoid having that sort of thing happen to me. I'm not that big of a channel, but I've said some nasty things about him because he is a nasty person, so I didn't know if he'd, come after me or not, but just in case. And so one of the backup channels, which I actually made by accident, I mistyped my dyslexia, is called Meleagrisfells. Now my normal channel is Meleagrisfells, which ends with F-E-L-I-S, which is the genus of cats. Well, I meant to make one where I changed the L to a capital I. Instead, I changed the I to a small L. So I have Meleagrisfells, F-E-L-L-S. I'm going to leave a link to it below. I didn't really do anything with it. It was just sitting there. But now I have a purpose for it. There's a user here on YouTube called GoblinXXX, or Goblin Kisses. I'm not sure which way it is. Goblin will have to let me know. Who has a channel called the Midnight Movie Massacre, and it's a fantastic channel, especially for those of you who like the old scary movies, and some of them are really, really bad, some of them are really, really good, some of them are so bad they're really, really good. But what he does is he has links to all these channels, and I'll show you a couple of screenshots of his page and just some of the movies he has, and he tries to keep these links up, so if you want to look for some really great old movies, check out his channel. If you want to get wasted and laugh your head off at some really, really bad movies, check out his channel, because he has an assortment of both. But he had sent a message out saying that he'd lost The Phantom of the Opera and The Lost World. Now, these are both silent movies that are in the public domain. And yet there's sometimes there are challenges, people get harassed or whatever. Well, I went to the Wayback Machine, which is the internet, movie archive, and I'll leave you a link to that too. And they have a whole bunch of free stuff there. They have free video, free audio, and there's a whole bunch of movies there you can watch for free. You can watch them for free on their site. You can also download them. So I downloaded Phantom and The Lost World. These are two classic silent movies. They're both from 1925. And so far I have Phantom up on this channel, the old Phantom of the Opera. And it has music to it, but it's a great, great old silent movie. And if you've never seen this movie, you really have to. It's a great movie. Now this cut is not remastered, okay? If you go out and you buy a good DVD, for instance, of this movie, they will likely have remastered it and cleaned up all the awkward parts. And this is taken off an old film, and so it's not perfect. It's a little dark, as a matter of fact, in parts. But considering the subject matter, I think that's fantastic. So I just wanted to tell you that if you're a fan of old movies, I'm going to start putting a whole bunch of movies from Internet Movie Database up on this channel, and I've started with Phantom of the Opera, which is, as I said, 1925 silent. The next will be The Lost World, which is another 1925 silent. After that, I'm going to put A House on Haunted Hill, which is a real classic from 1959, and it's a really good movie. These are good movies. These aren't just, ridiculous, screwy movies. And the next, I think I'm probably going to put up the original Night of the Living Dead, which ironically fell out of copyright because of some screw-up. After that, I might go to put up some of Alfred Hitchcock's earlier movies. These really classic ones that he did when he was still in England, but he then later remade here in this country. But some of them, like the 39 Steps, the original one, are actually better, even though, as I said, they're older. So for those of you who like movies, old movies, I want to link you to my channel. I'm going to put up playlists once I get a few movies up, so I'll have like the drama, the old horror and science fiction, and even comedy. to put up a bunch of these movies on this channel so that they're easy to watch. And what I'll probably do on my channel, this one right here, is when I upload a new movie on that channel, I'll just send a notice out saying I've just uploaded. Like when I get Lost World up, I'll just send a notice saying Lost World has been uploaded on Meleagrisfells. And so if you're interested in watching the movies, you can go there and watch them. You don't have to subscribe or anything. Excuse me. I'm just doing this because I really think that a lot of these great old movies really need to be seen more, and hey, they're free. Now, one caveat, these are all in the public domain here in the United States. Now, they may actually not be in the public domain everywhere. There may be a problem with The Lost World, for instance. I'm not sure, because it's from a story by Arthur Conan Doyle, and all of Arthur Conan Doyle's works, I think, are still under copyright in Great Britain and possibly other countries, So just to let you know, if you can't see something, that might be why. But everything, if you're from another country, so everything should be that I'm going to put up is in the public domain here. And if somebody decides to challenge it and give me a hard time, I've got more channels. So that's why one of the reasons I'm putting it up on that channel rather than this channel. So that's just going to be dedicated to old movies. Anyway, thank you all very much. And if you have not seen Phantom the Opera, you really should. It is remarkably good. And probably shouldn't watch it right before going to bed either, because they did silent movies really, really well. And some of them can be kind of scary. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Bye.